Hello everyone, welcome to the Python lab, and today we try to do some more practice to the Python. So today I planned for our topic for the lab practice, that is the tuples and variables, how to handle some variables and how to use how to say some variables. So we can see variable assignment. So how we can do the variable assignments into the Python. So first of all, what we can do, let's try to see. If you remember in the beginning, we try to do how to assign the variables, create a variable. Example here, we can create some variable here. You can give them any value. Example, this is a age is 10. If the student age has 10, and if he has a marks, example out of 100, example 50. So these are simple two variables, numbers, numeric variables. So if you want to create any other name like a string variable, you can create a name, and then after you can give example, you can give this name Rocky here. Okay, so here you can see we have immediately created some variables. So that is called the simple variables. Okay, simple variables and with value. So we declared it. So now important is you can print very easily these variable. So print command, print functions will help us here. So pass only the variable name. And after then you can give a semicolon, or you can next give the next line. It is up to you. Example age, marks, and here you can again print the string variable here. Okay, so we created a simple variables here. So if you want to execute it, so you can give a short command in the PowerShell terminal here. You can see this is the path where we are working. So Python give the name example lab 5. So we have the lab 5 here. So you can see the all variables name will be printed in front of you. So in the beginning, I use again the package of OS. Can you see import OS? Then I use the function CLS. Usually we do that to make a clear screen. So guys, this is basically the simple variable assignment. So now there is other way we can do example multiple variable assignment. So here, what we can do here, example multiple. So that is called the multiple assignments, multiple variable assignments, same value to each variable. So basically multiple assignments. You can see multiple assignments. This looks nice. Okay. So here, that means, is it possible in the Python that how we can assign same value to each variable? So practically create a n variable at a time. So example, n1 equal. This is not equal. This is a assign actually. N2 assign. You can take more example n3. Can you see? I going to create three numbers: number 1, number 2, number 3, n1, n2, n3, and give again assign. Example 100. Can you see? This is the way to multiple assignment same value to the each variables. Okay, so now what will happen if you will print, try to cross check. Okay, so here you can see, you can select shift control, shift right arrow, shift left arrow, unselect, and here you can see 1, 2, and 3. Can you see here right now? These are basically, I'm going to print it, this one. So now what will happen here? You can see all the variable has the same name. Can you see right now how easy in the Python where we can give the same value to the n variables? Okay, so now is it possible to multiple assignment with different values? Multiple assignments with different values, but this time you can see to not each different variable, because it is not good. We can use the same. This is a makes sense, I think. Now let's see. Here we take another example here. So what we can do, we want to how to say multiple assignment with a different value to the different variables. That means create two different variable. Example, age of the student. Give the comma here again and give name. So can you see right now? We are going to create two variables, age and name. Age mean to say some numeric value. You can name it like a string. So you can also do like very easily. Example here, you can give the example here. What is the age? 25, and then give the comma, because comma is a very important separator. Now you can give the name example Rocky once again here. Okay, so can you see this is again the way to use multiple assignment with different values to the different variables. So how many variables we have? Only two variables, but different type. Okay, now it is done. So it can be very easily to print out the variables. What is the first name of the variable here? Age, and second variable is name. Can you see? It is also possible. So this is called the multiple assignment with different values to the different variables. So please use comma and assignment operator together. Okay, so I hope you can get it. So now what I want to do, I want to example here. Here we can use here. This one is in my keyboard. I can use 3 here, 4 here. So try to swap values. So this is basically swap the values of how to say the variables. So what can happen here? Example, we know we can write here in name first. So because name and age, you can see name is first variable and age is a second variable. This is the example only, and you can see you can swap like this. Okay, so this is called the swapping the value of the variable, I should say. So now you can make a blank line with the blank print, and now you will see here you can here check here, yes, and here try to print the result. Can you see right now the values are swapped? So practically what is happening here, try to understand here. First of all, this is the sequence age and name we are printed here. And can you see age is 25 and name is Rocky here. And what we did here, so suppose name is the Rocky and age is the 25. And now what I did here, this is the basically swapping value here. So I put the age. So basically name has the age value and age has the name value. So I made it logically wrong here because I want to just show the swapping here. So example 25 was previously the age, but this time age has Rocky. Age, the value has Rocky and name has 25. So previously name was Rocky. So please try to see this is called the swapping the how to say value of the variables. Okay, so there is one more important that is the walrus operator. We can also use the walrus operator here, walrus operator. So assignment, so here there is a one more. You can use assignments of how to say assignment within expression. If you have any expression, then you can also use expression within expression and assign to any variable. Okay, but here you can use important, I think. What is the name of the operator? That is the walrus operator. Walrus operator. And the syntax of the walrus operator is very easy and I hope you can get it. That is the colon here. Let me check here. Here, this is the my colon here. You see here, this one. Okay. this one you can use. So here, this colon and then after equal. So this is important. So this is called the Walrus operator. Okay. Now, how we can use that? You can take an example here. So that is the allow the assignment within the expressions. So better idea, I can directly use a print. So I can make a print statement. So what I want to print, example, you can give any simple example. What is the uh, subject here? You want to print any subject here. So because subject is no over there, right? So better idea to use Walrus operator here. So right now subject is not defined, but in a function print, I'm going to directly define it. Not define plus add some expression value. Okay. So how we can add the expression value? You can use the this double comma, inverted commas, and here you can write, and here you can see this is a subject actually, right? So hello Python, we are learning the Python here, right? So just save it and try to see, is it okay? Can you see right now? So what is the value of this subject variable? Because here we didn't do that. We didn't, how to say, described here. Okay, defined here. So practically what is happening here? So Walrus operator help us to assign this whole expression into the function somewhere directly into the variable. So you can use it. So these are the guys basically assignments of the variables, and there are more ways can be there, but most popular these are the way to create a variable and assignment some variables. Okay. Okay. Now the topic for important is today, which we are going to discuss, that is the tuples. Try to understand this tuple. So please go to my last lab where we have discussed about the one important data structure that was the list. So previously, maybe my second or third lab, please go there and try to do the practice with the list data structure. But today I'm adding in this lab the tuple. So try to understand what is the tuple here. So tuple is the immutable, how to say, data structure. Okay, so there is some features of the tuple here. I can write here example tuple here. It is a immutable. Okay, immutable mean to say we cannot change anything into the tuples. We cannot alter how you can say change, update, or alter if you created the data structure. Okay, and list was mutable if you remember. And important is you should use practically these two operator brackets, the simple braces, you should use it. But when, if you remember, we use the list, it was I think this was the brackets we used, but here we don't use it. So it is important, and important you will use to separate the elements with comma operator. So please remember, these are very important to keep in mind when we use the tuple. So now I got it. Tuple is the immutable data structure which cannot be altered, always items separated by the commas and stored into this braces. So that's all. So now let's try to create a very important tuple first. So you can create a tuple based on your choice. So very real life example, you want to create a fruits. Okay, so fruit, because now it looks like a variable, but you will create this variable into the tuples. Okay, because it will store a long type of a data. So I discussed with you, use the this brackets. Okay, just like a functions here. So but here it will create a data structure is a list, long list here. Okay, so please put it here, the important or which you like, your favorite fruits. Suppose apple here, and here you can write a mango here, mango. Okay, and one more if you want to put grapes. So please try to see apple, mango, and grapes. These are okay. So now what happens here? So we can write here creation of a tuple. Okay, so this is the first tuple, creation of the, I can write a first tuple. Okay, so now this is a like a string which we same, you can go with the some numeric value, example even numbers, odd numbers. Please think about that. So it is also possible here. You can use here, but in that case, no need to use inverted comma because it is numbers here. So even number, you know very well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, something like that. Okay, so this is the second tuple. This is only numbers. One more, let's try to do. Okay, and here, odd number 1, 3, 5, and 7, and so on. This is a third. So guys, here, very easy to create a data structure that is the tuple. Okay, so till now we are able to do that and try to print. The time comes for printing this tuple, just like a simple variable here. So what is the first tuple name? Fruit. You can give the semicolon here if you want. Otherwise, it is not important here. And here you can use one more even. Let's go to the next line here. There is a not a problem, I think, here. So what we can do here, try to see, I'm able to easily print the tuples here. So first tuple is the apple, mango, and grapes. That is the fruit name. Okay. Second tuple will give me the even numbers, and third tuples give me the odd number. So guys, I'm able to create a tuple, different names, different uh, types, or different values practically. Okay, so I'm able to create it very easily. Now you can create a tuple with your own example, marks of a student, your city name, your subject name, whatever, country names. This is up to your choice. So please do that if you can do that. Okay, please use the follow same rule and structure to create it. Now the time comes for how to access it. So I can write here access tuple elements. You can give a name elements, or you can see items, but basically elements looks okay. So how to access the element of these tuple? So very easy to use. So practically remember, this is start from the zero, just like our list data structure in the last. So that means 2. Here I can write here. Here I would like to hear example. I've put here. That means apple has index 0. So it start from 0. Okay. Mango 1, and this is 2 something. Okay. So it start from here 0 to n. Okay. So you can see 0 to n, or maybe 0 to n minus 1, something like that. Okay. So please try to see. This is the way you can do it. Now, how to access the tuples elements very easily? You can use the off bracket here. Example here. Let's try to see. You want to use a fruits. So you first of all you are accessing each tuple fruit. So here you can give the off bracket because this is important to access the index. So if I give 0, that means first element from the tuple will come, that is the apple here in this case. Okay, and here next we have the odd or even. Let's see, even. So here what we can do, let's see what number you want to do. Example 2, and here, and here what is the next tuple is odd. So in the odd tuple, what you want to do, example, let's see, 1. So can you see right now, I have passed different numbers in the index 0, here 2, and 1. Okay, so now what will happen here? So here you can give the blank line here. Here you can put it here, something like that. Here now, please see here. So fruit 0, that means which number is which index value apple is coming. Can you see right now apple is there? That is the zero element, first element start from the 0. This is the index, okay? And in the even, this that means this is a third number somehow. So third number in the even, this 6, okay? It is there. And now in the odd, this is the second number, mean to say first index. So here you can see 3. Okay, so this way you can access the elements of the tuple very easily. Okay, so this is the way you can understand very easily. Now next is we try to use one more example here. This time here I will use one more operation, that is the slice, which is important in the data analytics. When we will use in the filing directly, then maybe I will use directly, so it will be help for you to understanding this tuple data structure right now. So here, so you can see slice, or other words we can see in the uh, extraction, extracting, or maybe slicing or extracting the some portion of your tuple. I think this is a good idea to use it. So here, so what I want to use, I will take the good example here. I want to create some numbers here. So say we have some numbers here. I don't want to take the example of this string. So because easy to manage or understand here. Let's see, I can put some numbers example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, something like that. You can create a tuple of numbers, some numbers. Okay, now see here. So your tuple is ready, and give the name number. This looks nice. Okay, so now let's try to slicing or some important how to say extracting. We try to use it, slicing or extracting very easily. So here idea is to be use some indexing again. So that is important to understand indexing again. Okay, so first of all, you can print very easily to understand number. Okay, this will print your tuple. I told you here, and here you can give the blank line. So understanding very well. So first of all, what will happen? So your tuple is printed, and then after the blank line is created. Okay. So here, very easy to use it. So you can print the first of all here 0 index. Okay. So what will happen here, if you will see, so first of all, if you give number 0, number basically the definition is just like a number of 0. So this is off bracket, other words square bracket, number of 0. I should say number of 0. So here index is 0, 1 will be there. If you will use example 3, we discussed in previous few minutes, you see this is 4 will come out. Okay. Okay, so now what try to do here, let's try to see, give one more blank to understanding well. So here what I want to do this time, I will try to show you example. Suppose here I want to be example print the 1. Okay, sure, this is the second number, but here I don't want to use, I will use this colon here. Okay, so now you will see what will happen. So here please put one more so you will understand well. Can you see right now what is happening here? So it will print the first number, that is 1 is here, but what is this colon 1? So colon 1 basically print this 1 here. Okay, so practically I should say this is the slicing from start to index 1. Okay, slice from start to index 1. You can write here slice to start to index 1. Okay, that means start to index 1 0 1 here, but it will not include 2. Okay, so here you can write not including 1. So here you can write not including this index as well. Okay, that's why 2 is not printing. Can you see right now? 1 will be there. Okay, so that is the idea. I hope you can understand. Okay, this is the slicing criteria with :1, :2. Let's try to use a :2 here. What will happen now? So please see here. So here you can see which index? 2, but not including 2. Very simple. When you will print here, okay, so 3 will be not printed. Can you see? 3 will be not printed. Only 1 and 2 will be there. Can you see? 1 and 2 is there. Okay, so you can do such a practice very easily in the Python language with the help of list. Sorry, tuple here. List we did last time. This is the tuple here. Okay, so this is the important to understand this colon. So now what I want to do use here, let's try to copy and paste here. This time here, my plan is to be before the colon. Now before the colon, I want to put example, let's see 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, so practically you can say just like a range here. Okay, so but this will actually the slicing slice from index 1 to 3. You can slice from index 1 to 3. Okay, so let's try to see what happens here. This is a good one. So you can understand here, this is the 1 to 3. So basically this is the indexing here, which we can show here 0 to 1 to 3. So this is mean to say 1 to 3. So what portion I'm going to select? 2 or 3 number. Okay, can you see here right now? This is the slicing from this. You can give the before the colon. This is starting range. This is the ending range here, like that. Okay, so this is the way you can understand that you can do it. So similarly, try to change it here. One more. So what will happen here? 5, 4 to 5. So slicing from 4 to 5th index here. So here you can see 5 will be there. Okay, 5 will be there, 6 will be not there because this is not on the index number here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, just like previously, we have C here. Okay, so 5 I can easily extract very well. So slice from index 4 to 5. Okay, so please see in this way you can easily do the slicing easily. Okay, and let's try to do here one more, which is actually a real full syntax of that. So let's try to do it here. I want to use it here. So here, there is important to use a one more colon here. Okay. So here, okay. So this is important. So now we can use a 2 time. Now I'm going to discuss the complete syntax here. So example here, here I can give the 1. So 1, what is the 1 here? So basically it will start it here. So every second element starting from index 1, this is my starting range actually. Okay, and after this is the middle part. In middle part, what we can do here? So in middle part, we can keep it right now empty here. Okay, and here in the last part, basically here you can see as I discussed with you, I can give the example 2 here. Okay, so here what will happen? So here, what should I write here? I can write here every second element starting from index 1. Every second element starts from index 1. Okay, so example here, here, this one. This is the my second element, right? Okay, so this is the second, not a second, this is second element, but index is 1. Okay, so I'm starting from here. So 2 I will pick here. Okay, and it goes up to where? It goes up to 6. end of the tuple. Okay, so every second element. So you see here, this is the second element here. This is the second element. Okay, so that's why you will see here what will be the result. I will get some even numbers in my list here, in my tuple. Okay, 2 4 6. So can you see right now? So first I will get a 2. Okay, and then after, just like a jump, I should say jump or skip. Think about that. So after 2 I will skip, then I will go to the 4. Okay, and then after 6. So you can get it the idea, I hope. So similarly, take one more example. If you want to print the odd numbers, okay, so what we can do here? So here every second element start from, because second element start from, but just you have to change the index. Okay, so I should say 0 here. Okay, so can you see right now? So start from 0, because I know in my 0 I have 1. Obviously it is not the real odd or even, try to understand. So I'm just showing the position or indexing. Okay, so here I just start change this indexing. So now the problem is almost solved here. So what we can do, we can easily print here. I want to remove such a line which is not important right now. Okay, and here now it's good. Let's try to understand here, because it will make a, can you see, this is my real tuple, and first I got it my even, second I got it my odd. I hope you can get it. So we just use the indexing to find out the position of the even numbers and odd numbers. You can see here, right? That means we can have our even and odd numbers just based on our position. So basically here indexing start from 1. Okay, and here you can see indexing start from 0. Okay, if you see here, you can do it. So practically this is the way you can use it. So now let's try to do some more practice. So there is a one more important topic here. Example, how to say, this time we can say this is the how another operation. This is unpack, I should say, unpack of a tuple. So what is the meaning of the unpack of the tuple? I should say assigning the tuple elements to a new variables, or assign tuple, assign tuple elements to a new variable. It is also possible here. Okay, so you can take any other example here. So what we can do here? So if you see here, we just had this. We can take the same example, I think, here. So here, example, take example even number or odd numbers again here. So how we got the even numbers and odd numbers, if you remember. So here, what I can use, I can create a variable first, example even number. Okay, and here odd number. So I'm going to create a even and odd. These are the variables. Now, right now we try to slice, or that is the slice. We have to take some portion from this tuples. So what we can do here, you can call the easily the tuple here, and in this tuple you know the indexing. If you want to put the even number, we have to start from here 1. Okay, this start indexing here, and then we can put it blank, I think, here, and then after up to the skipping part here, mean to say the 2, we can give the 2 here. That will give me the even numbers we show previously, but here we can do it. So similarly here you can go with the number and just put it here, I think, and start with the 0 here. Okay, and then after, if you will print this variable, very easily will give you the variable value here. Can you see right now? So you can easily find out, just try to put it here, even or odd, because this looks sense. Okay, so now it is good. So first of all, I got the even tuple. This is the odd tuple, but important is this is called the unpacking of the tuple. Okay, it's not a pack. So previously it was pack, now it is a unpack, assigning the tuple elements to the new variables. What is the new variables? Odd and even. Very easily you can use it. Okay, so this is basically the idea. And now I will use one more operations here. Example, length of a tuple, and variable as well, because the variable is also in the scene right now. I will show you the both way you can use it. So here you can print directly the length. Okay, so here example, you can use the again print functions. So here you can total numbers in the tuple. So example, here you can write here example hash for total numbers in tuple. So you it will make you confused. So better to you can write the total. Okay, the total numbers in the tuple. Don't forget to put the comma, and then after you can call the functions here length functions. Okay, in the length function you want to get a length of a tuple. What is the name of the tuple here? Number. Okay, so length of the tuple, very you can see it here. Similarly, length of the variable will be also in front of you. So here total, but I will not say that one, the uh, variable, right? So you can pass odd or even, let's see, odd or even, we can pass it here. So now there are two different things, try to understand here. So here, can you see right now? So total numbers in my tuple was 6. Okay, but I extracted with the help of a new variable 3. Okay, so this is your choice here, how you can handle the tuple with your own operations. Okay, this is called the length of the tuples. It is also important. Okay, so similarly you can use a one more concat of tuple. So just like a list, last time we also use a list. Similarly, you can use a concat of the tuple. So practically that means concat, or you can say combine, something like that. Okay, combine the tuples, combining the tuples very easily. So here example, yeah, let's see, try to we just try to remove it, and here keep it here. I think it is good. Okay, so now we try to just take another same example here. Example, I will take a even or odd here again, even and odd. So I'm going to create a again some other tuples, subtuples actually. Okay, so you can put a odd 268, something like that. So you know this is our tuple here. Okay, so now what we can do here, we can use a important functions, that is print functions. But this time I will use a something new functions here. Please use this one here. So here, apart from print, my idea is to use a new, that is a print f actually. Okay, so I will use a f. So f is important to use because it will show just like a formatted string. So formatted string here, we can use it, and here you can put after f, please start the 2 commas. Okay, so now why I'm using, because it is important, most of time we use that. So we can use example, what is the final tuple. because I want to add a two tuples, even and odd. So what is our final number? So I'm going to create again a full final tuple list, not a list tuple actually. So final, okay. So and after then I can give the equal symbol here. And now we have a braces, curly braces. You should use it here. Okay. Why I use the curly braces? Because I can put a string directly here. Okay, so I can add a expression inside the string literal using the curly braces. So because I know what is the value of my tuple, so then it is good to put it here, because even is the name of the tuple. So under the this expression I can put it here. Okay, because of the help of a formatted. Okay, so I think it is good to understand. Then here I can use add operation. This is operator. Okay, again next tuple is odd. Okay, so now you see here I can just show you as a constant string even and odd. Okay, but I want to make a real operations here. So if you want to make a real operations here, so what you can do here, so very easily again you can write here equal. Okay, so even tuple plus odd tuple equal to, again you will see here uh, again you have to give even and odd. Can you see right now? So try to understand what I use here. I use very easily the format string here in my this line of code. If you see final, so even plus odd, this is a constant, and even plus odd here. Now it will show you the real result here. Okay, so this is a f string as compared to the simple print. You can also try this one here. So now you can see here the result here. Can you see right now? So results you can find such a like this example. I create a new variable, okay, which is the final, okay. But here I'm going to given the like a constant value. Can you see even? These are the even number, and this is the odd. This is the odd numbers, but actually these are the tuple. So it is considering the whole value actually, right? Whole value of this tuple, whole value. Okay, but this operator will just concatenate operation here plus. Okay, so you can see this is the concatenation very easily. So okay guys, so hope you can understand this is the basically how to say combining or concatenate. So apart from it, you can also try with one more, that is let's see, uh, multiply or times of a tuple. So it is also important to know about it. So here how you can see multiply, and very easily you can do it. So here you can write a print and example which tuple you want to multiply here. Example here f. You can put here again uh, final 2. Let's see final 2. So this is the final 2 here and here, and final 2 here. I can write example here. What you want to do, example you have even, and after even you can use a multiply 3. Okay, and you will see here, can you see it will multiply 3 times of the even numbers. Can you see right now? 268, 268, 268. This is called the multiply here. So this was the concatenation, and I use the multiply operator here to multiply the n number of times. So it will give you the multiplication of the tuple as well. Okay, so I hope you got it all the important tuples, and what we can do, try to use a one more important what we can do here. Example, if you have a list, already. And can you use the list with the tuples? Yes, we can also use list with the tuple. So I also want to use one more here. Here, use list and tuple together. Okay, so list, please see my last my last lab data structure where we discuss, and use the list and tuple together. I told you it is a immutable. We cannot change the tuple, but with the help of list, it is possibility, but it is not the rule actually, right? And try to append only list. Okay, list items, because list has the item, tuple has element. So what we can do, we can create a very good example data. Create any tuple here. Example here. So data is my tuple again here. Suppose I can put it two numbers. Please use a comma. 1, 2. These are the two numbers, which is the sequence actually in my tuple. But here now, knowingly, I'm putting the list here. So in the tuple, you can also embed any example here. Hello world something. Okay. So now my tuple data has a two numbers and one list. Please see here. And in the list, you can put more and more up to your choice. After hello, hi, dear, whatever, you can put it here. So now what is happening here? You can use a data, and here now with the help of the list, I'm going to append right now because the tuple is not allowed. In the tuple we cannot. So now please see, try to see which element this dictionary, this list. Okay, 0, 1, 2. So 2. Okay, so this 1 is in the 0 index, this is a 1, and this is 2. So this makes sense here. Now append will work here. Okay, so now after append, you can add example here. Hello Python here. Okay, and let's see, it will work here, but we need to be print the real value of this tuple. Let's see, tuple has been added. Yes, it is appended. Can you see right now? So you can check here once again, print data, and here, very good practice like this. Okay, so now see here. So previously in my tuple, I have a three elements. These two are the numbers. This is the list itself. Okay, and now what happens here? I added with the help of list into the tuple. Try to understand, but directly we cannot do that in the list because it is not a alterable. Okay. Okay, so this is basically the idea to use together different data structures in the Python very easily. Here we use the example of a list and tuples. Okay, so I try to go to some one example. We can also use a nesting of the tuples. So, okay, so let's try to do last practice for today lab. So here, example, use nesting of tuples. So example, you need a more than one tuples practically. Okay, so how we can do the nesting of the tuples in the Python here? So first of all, you need to take any example here. Example, you can take student. So student is the your main tuple. Okay, and here you can put tuples, one tuple, two tuples, three tuples, up to your choice here. So take example here, you can give. So suppose this is the first value, which is the name of any student. Okay, and here after that I want to put example one more tuple here. This is subtuple. Try to understand, this is a subtuple. So example John, this is a student who is studying two different subjects. Okay, so example Linux, and here you can give a Python. So example, this students has a two subject, Linux and Python. This is the only example. You can take your own example. So, but here, try to see, this is actually the another tuple inside the tuple. Okay, so I should say nesting of the tuple. Okay, and let's see one more example. You can create a one more tuple here. Example here. What is the number in the Linux of a students? Example 85. Okay, so this is the first exam, maybe Linux exam, and in the Python sports he scored a 90 out of 100. So what is happening here? I can write here student tuple has two subtuples. Okay, and you know subtuples are this. That's all. Okay, now we have to understand that how we can access different values. That is important in the nesting. Okay, so first of all, I will give you the simple example. We always use that print student. Okay, so example I will use here indexing. Okay, okay, so here example, if I use a print student 1. Okay, so what will be extract right now? Can you see? This is the 0 index, and my first tuple on which index? This is the first index. That's why I put it 1 here. Okay, so example, if I put a 0, you will see what happens here. I will show you here. The name will be coming in front of you. Okay, and try to give a print, and here student 1. Okay, and you can put a blank line as per your understanding, if you can do that. And here, okay, so let's see. Can you see right now? This is printing the first index. This is printing two index. But here, what I want to do, example, I want to put a 2 here. Now you will see you got it. So this is the first index value. This is the tuple in the second index value, and this is the third. But how we can access the subtuple elements? Okay, so here let's try to show you. You can use one more indexing. Okay, example 1. This time I will use a example 0. Now you will get the idea, and you will see what happens here. Can you see right now? I'm going to print this indexing. This is the 0. Okay, this is the first zone, and here you can see I can get very easily the student. This will give the second elements here, right? This is the first element, and this is the 1 1. That means this tuple, and this will be printed here. So can you see right now? Try to get it here. So that means that will show the first element, and that will show the second element of the second tuple 1 1. Okay, so now example here, you can use a 2, and here 1. So this is the second element of this tuple, right? 90 will be there. If you write a 0, 85 should be the answer. Okay, so guys, I hope we had a good practice on the tuple and assignment. So in my notes today, what I try to cover, I want to just sum up or summarize this lab. In today, we had in the beginning variable assignment, which was very important in the Python. So we understood simple and single value assignment. Please go and see the practice. Multiple assignment, same value to the each variable. Multiple assignment with different value to the different variable here. Different variable, okay. And we also see how we can swapping it, the variables, and assignment with the Walrus operator. It was important in the today lab we done this, and after then we start the second data structure, that is the tuples. So we started to create it, we access the elements, we sliced and extract, and we also try to understand what was the unpacking of the tuples, basically here assigning the tuple to the new variables, length of the tuples, concatenation, combining two tuples, and also we see how we can multiply the tuples, that is the repetition. We also use the count. You can also use the count here, dot count. I think I didn't use, but you can try it very easily, and add any list into the tuples together. Example, you have a list or add, and nesting also you can do it, which we did in the last. So guys, I hope you can do this practice very well, and we can do some more practice in my next lab, I hope. So thank you very much. I hope you can get it. Please do your best for the practicing. And if you have any question or query, you can write in my comment section. I try to help you, and see you in my next lab. And thank you very much. Have a nice day to all of you. Bye bye.